I think we should fail more. Not because failure feels good. Trust me, it doesn't. It hurts. It embarrasses us. It makes us question whether we're good enough. But I think we have become so afraid of failing that we have forgotten how to live. Some of us doesn't chase our dream because we're scared of failing. Some don't ask that person out because they're scared of hearing no. Some never start a business, never upload that first video, never write that first page, not because they can't, but because they might fail. And honestly, I think that's the saddest way to live. Do this, do that, wake up earlier, study harder, work longer, try again. You do everything people tell you to do, and then you fail. So you get back up, you tell yourself, one more try. You give it everything you've got, and somehow you fail again. Why? Why does every dream seem to begin with failure? Why does success never show up first? Somewhere along the way, we started believing that failure defined us. If I don't finish college, I'm a failure. If my business doesn't work, I'm a failure. If my relationship ends, I'm a failure. If my YouTube video gets 8 views, I'm a failure. But who decided that? Who made those rules? Who created a checklist that says graduate, get the perfect job, buy a house, get married, have children, retire, and then you have made it? And if your life looks different, you're somehow behind. No, I don't believe that. We have become so afraid of making mistakes that we choose the safest option every single time. And sometimes the safest option slowly becomes the saddest one. Because years later, you won't remember every mistake you made. But you'll always remember the dream you never gave yourself permission to chase. Mistakes create stories. Regret creates questions. And trust me, questions stay with you much longer. Let me tell you something. When I was 15 years old, I started making YouTube videos. They weren't good. Honestly, they were a little cringy. The edits weren't amazing. The microphone wasn't great. And I definitely wasn't thinking about subscribers, or views, or money. I just wanted to make people smile. That's all. Nothing more. I wanted someone to laugh because of something I created. And somehow it worked. I even earned a little money from it. Not because I was famous, not because I was the best, but because I was brave enough to upload. Then life happened. School, work, responsibilities. I stopped. Does that make me a failure? No, because for that chapter of my life I tried and no one can take that away from me. Today I'm trying again. Some videos get 8 views, some get 50, some get 100. Sometimes people leave comments saying, I really needed this today. And honestly, those comments mean more to me than any number on a screen. Because they remind me why I started, not to become famous, but to make someone feel a little less alone. So if you're scared of failing, good. That's a really good thing. That probably means you're chasing something that actually matters to you. Failure isn't proof that you're not capable, it's proof that you're moving. Because people who never fail usually never leave where they started. Imagine you're walking through a dark forest. You can't see the end. You don't know if you're going the right way. All you have is a small torch. It doesn't light the whole forest. It only lights the next few steps. And somehow, that's enough. Because that's how life works. You don't need to see the finish line. You just need enough light to take one more step, one more mistake, one more lesson, one more attempt, one more failure. Because one day, you'll fail for the last time. Not because failure suddenly disappears, but because that attempt will finally become the one that works. And the only people who never reach that moment are the ones who stopped walking. Hear me out. Let's stop being afraid of failing and start being afraid of never finding out what we were capable of. Let's fail together. Because I'd rather fail 100 times chasing my dream than spend my whole life wondering if I could have done it.